Hello everyone, my name is Joe Dash. I am a holistic health and wellness coach, intermittent fasting expert, and also the author of the Melanin Effect book. And today I want to speak to you about how your present day healthy living or diet or lifestyle can affect future generations to come. Now, under this topic, the name for that is called Epigenomics. Epigenomics really is speaking about how you can pass on nutritional markers to your children. So an example of that is if you come from a family that has diabetes, hypertension, or maybe obesity, the chances of you having those ailments later on in life is very high because you have the genetic markers. Those genetic markers are going to silence or activate genes depending on your lifestyle in the future. So first of all, what is Epigenomics? A developing field called Epigenomics examines the connection between diet and chemical marks that can be attached to or removed from our DNA, thereby turning genes on or off. Many new studies suggest that certain foods or supplements may be able to adjust the expression of our genes, potentially influencing our health for better or for worse. What does that mean? It means that you have to start eating properly, especially if you plan to have children in the future, or if you're pregnant, or whatever the case may be. You have to start looking at how am I eating today and what genetic markers am I passing on. Now, that process takes place through a process called methylation. Methylation is when a methyl group is placed on the genes in your cells, which will activate or deactivate or modulate the expression of our genes. So that's why, if you have hypertension or diabetes as well, you can pass it on. That's why you go to the GP. They ask, is it in your family? Who else has had it? So they can start to understand the pathological process of how you got here. And that study has been intensified and been researched so heavily. We now understand that within the practice of nutrition and dietitians or nutritional therapists, we have to now be bespoke and more specific and targeted with the individual. So if you are a person that struggles with weight loss, for example, and you're like, I've tried, I'll go to the gym and I eat good, but the weight's not coming off. If you look in your family, you'll see that a lot of people, or maybe few, or maybe one person will also be overweight. You will have that same methyl group that has activated, right, being overweight because you're eating in a similar way to what your parents and those in your family did. So you're eating the sugar, the starch, all of these things, the processed foods, and they're affecting that methyl group to activate hormones that will keep that weight on. So that's what it's really about. Interestingly, many health professionals are beginning to incorporate epigenetics into their practice with the goal of providing more targeted and individualized treatment plans for the future. This is a game changer. It's going to make nutrition, dietitian, nutritional therapists far more effective when combating ailments and illnesses in the future. Because we look as a society, we are becoming sicker and sicker and sicker, and the NHS cannot handle the weight of how many people are absolutely unhealthy. So we're looking at smoking. We're looking at what alcohol does to the genetics, what smoking does to the genetics, excess sugar, lack of physical exercise. We're looking at all these things and concluding that we need to be more targeted and individualize our programs to match individuals because everybody is not the same. But fundamentally, we have the similar genetic markers that our parents had. So I just wanted to give you some information about the importance of just eating right for today will affect your tomorrow. Not just you as an individual, but the children in your future that you want to have. And it's important that even from a nurturing perspective, how you eat for yourself is how you're probably going to cook for the children. So be self-aware and conscious that what you eat impacts your DNA and can cause diseases or health in your family tree, right? So if you want to know more about this stuff, or you want to kind of check in with yourself to see where you are, where your family is, go over to my website, joe-nutrition.com. That's joe-nutrition.com, Joe without an E, that's just J-O, and book a consultation and we can discuss specifically for you or your family about what is the best individualized treatment we can use to help you manage your weight, help you manage your diabetic condition, help you manage your hypertension, and many more things, because it's important that we are educated and we have the right tools to help you live a more healthy, fruitful life.